Hi, I'm Claire from Huia. Now, if you're going to be joining us for the tasting with Cambridge wines, you might want to gather some food matches or have some ideas of food matches for the wines. So what we're tasting here is the Huia 2015 Organic Pinot Noir. Now that is, this wine is quite a rich Pinot Noir and it's just delicious with with matured cheddar and, say, duck pâté, and if you're going to put a little bit more effort into it, maybe some porcini mushroom risotto and, say, rich ossobuco, anything beef or lamb, and sits really well with this. And you're also tasting the 2016 Pinot Noir, because we're really on the roll of the vintage. And that is just lovely with Peking duck and Suffolk lamb, as well as all the previous dishes that were suitable for the 15. So lovely combination, and looking forward to seeing you soon. Welcome to the Huia Winery. Here we are just in the main hallway. This is the part of the winery we built first. Here we have some of our barrels and of course two of our large vats, a 7,000 litre oak vat here, and basically it's a 13,000 litre oak vat there. We have our 20,000 litre white wine fermenters, just a couple of, 4 of them, and then some 15s, and then these are all the 10,000 litre red or white, you can use either, and then some little tanks. So through here, managed to turn the light off, that wasn't so good. We have the this year's Pinot Noir, and this is the barrel hall where it is snoozing for the winter. It's just absolutely delicious, and you can see the different blocks that we have here, and the 08 is the age of the barrel. This is an 18 barrel, and we use a mixture of ages for our barrels, and we also have some large puncheons as well. Then into our next barrel hall, where we have Hunky Dory, a boat, and we have the rest of our barrels and another one of our oak vats. So that's the Huia Winery, and please enjoy your tastings, and we will hope to see you soon. Now moving on to the Pinot, what we have here is our 2015 organic Huia Pinot Noir, and that's made from this vineyard here on the river, on the stones, and the Andelaine vineyard just further up the valley on Bedford Road. So in the Andelaine vineyard they have some Clone 5 that was planted in 1993. That's the real backbone of this, the kind of structural backbone of this wine, and some Burgundy clones that were planted around 2000. Here we have some 115, Burgundy 115 clone planted in 1995. And so 2015 was a really dry year. It was not that hot, but it was warm, and lots of sun. And so once again, a little bit like 2019, we had really small berries, and so a very high skin to pulp ratio, so dense colour, quite big, reasonably big tannin, which has taken some time to manage because we don't fine the wines at all. So what we do with the Pinot is we hand pick and de-stem here at the winery, and it goes into ferment, we have one actual physical plunging tank, and the rest are closed top where we do soft pumping over, and quite gentle maceration, not too aggressive. We don't want to pick up any green characters coming through. And then after it ferments and the cap starts to fall, we dig out the Pinot, which you dug out about 6 this year. Dig out the Pinot tanks and press them off, and after having a good settling time, this wine went into around about 35% new French oak, like we use barriques, and the rest of it into small barriques, but 1, 2, and 3-year-old usages. So it spends basically a year in this oak, spontaneous malo in the spring, and then just before the new wine that comes in to go into oak, we pull it out and we put it into one of our large oak vats for maturation. So this went into a 7,000 litre oak vat and matured there for another year, and we find in that little less oxidative than barriques, but a lot more oxidative than stainless steel or a bottle. We get a lovely development, and it softens the wine and introduces more of those lovely complexing Pinot characters that make Pinot so interesting. And then after that, we bottle it without any fining, and keep it for a year in the bottle before we release it into the market. So the wines are already 3 years in the winery before they go to market. And this wine has needed every moment of it. So still quite bright fruit on the nose. Lovely dark cherry, black Doris plum, hint of bramble, blackberry. Quite intense dark fruits, because that's the year that it was. And on the palate, it's really come into its own. A real mixture of some nice sort of spices, but sort of succulent black cherry, plum fruit, and the tannins. They've just sort of disappeared into the wine. They've given it structure, but it's lovely and smooth, and you don't get any sense that it's not a complete, balanced, fully complex Pinot Noir. It's a lovely wine, looking great, exciting. And then 16, which was a very different year again. More cloudy, not as sunny. Lovely for Pinot. The Pinots from 16 are more supple. They don't have such intense colour. There was more, not such a high pulp to skin, or skin to pulp ratio. And this we're just releasing into the market now, and it has that lovely complex forest floor, as well as the black cherry, but also that slight bitter cherry character coming in, and a little bit more of that gentian violet, those sort of profiles coming in. I know it's from plenty of tasting of this wine. It just has so many typical lovely classical Pinot characters, and it's so silky and smooth on the palate. And on the nose, you just get such a myriad of different, florals and fruits and spices, and reacts beautifully with air and just opens up with air and sitting in a typical Pinot glass. So going forward, the Pinot program here, the Pinots that we make and Marlborough Pinots are just gorgeous, and they change a little bit every year according to the season, but always just retain this extraordinary complex drinkability. So thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers again.